The drama factory in Cape Town faced a significant challenge when its operations were severely impacted by the Cape storm. The destructive force of the storm caused the roof of the factory to be raised, halting production and creating a major setback for the theatre. After a period of hard work and dedication, the drama factory is now back on track and ready to dazzle audiences once again, with an exciting lineup of productions in store. And to tell us more about the coming productions, the founder, Sue Diepeveen, joins us now virtually. Sue, a very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning, Simpiwe. Thank you very much for having me.
I would imagine how disheartening it was. I mean, how did the Cape storm impact the drama factory's operations, and what were the immediate challenges faced?
So, Simpiwe, it was a very, very early start on that Sunday morning. I woke up around about 3 o'clock in the morning with this incredible wind. Excuse me. And I opened a WhatsApp from some of my neighbors who have properties around me saying that the drama factory's roof was off and flying all over the show. And my immediate thought was, I need to get that secured. But fortunately, my beautiful neighbors had gone in the dead of night and taken some bags of cement and actually, got it to stop flying around, because that is very hazardous. We're right on the N2. It could have, flown into traffic and so on. So I was really expecting the worst and got up early. I didn't think there was any point in going up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But I got up early and we went and cleared the entire auditorium. So we took down all the lights, all the sound equipment. We took out all the chairs. We took off curtains. We did as much damage control as we could at that point, because we knew the roof was off, but our ceiling was still intact at that stage. But very shortly after we started stripping the auditorium, the ceiling started flying all over, and I had to get my staff out, and I couldn't put them at risk that something would hit them. But we were prepared for then the rain which would come, we knew was coming. And so it was really a very, very quick de-rig of a theatre.
Now that the theatre is back on track and ready to dazzle audiences with amazing productions, what steps were taken to sort of get the factory back up and running after the storm damage, and how long did the process take?
So we were very lucky. We had already, very early in the morning now, right? So we were very lucky because our neighbor, well, I say lucky, our neighbor's roof was completely gone and their roof took our roof. And they managed to get a very, very quick quote to get a milling machine onto site within a week. And that was no mean feat, because I'm sure you can remember there were many, many roofs that were gone, many factory roofs. And fortunately, roofing specialists work very quickly.
Yeah.
So once the sheets are milled, it's a very quick process to get them up onto a roof. So we were lucky to get that process started very, very early on. Our insurances had indicated that they would help us with that. So we went ahead and got the roof on. The ceiling took a little bit longer because obviously it's acoustic panels. They're not that easy to get.
Yeah, sure.
And of course the cleaning of the building. But we made sure that we took the time to service all our lights, make sure all our sound equipment was up, in good nick. So it gave us a little bit of a respite from normal work to just to do a bit of maintenance on our technical side. And my staff worked like absolute demons to make sure that they could get everything up and running, so that we could open with a beautiful show called The Marvelous Wonderettes in the beginning of the month.
Now, so I'm wondering if there's been any significant changes of improvements perhaps made during the restoration of the factory, or it just remained as is?
So we were pretty well set up, I think, Simpiwe, before the time. We have solar panels, so that we can run our lights and air cons during load shedding. So we had put those things in place, and all of that equipment was smashed. So that all had to be taken down when the roof was taken down. So that was a pretty big worry for me. And I'm happy to say that we managed to get our solar also up and running fairly quickly. We didn't do any real improvements to the building as such. There isn't extra cash. We are an independent theatre space. So our insurance money definitely wasn't, going to stretch to doing beautiful fancy microphones that we would love to have or new chairs that we would love to have. It literally has covered, getting the building and the actual structure up in a safe manner and making sure that extra hurricane clips have been put on, extra screws, extra fastenings, and a lot of extra stuff on our roof itself, because that obviously, if we haven't got a roof, then we'll be an open air amphitheater, right? So as much as that's great, it's not great for winter. Yeah. But we did take time to make sure that the things that we do have, we made sure that we got the best that we could get with the help of our insurance, obviously.
Right.
But things like our acoustic panels and making sure that our lighting rig is, has not been harmed and our electrics are all good. So we just try to make sure that we got it back up to standard. And we use the time also to chat to artists and to connect with our audience to find out what they actually want to see. Are we doing a good job? Are we missed when we're not there? And I'd like to tell you, Simpiwe, that on the day we lost our roof, my phone did not stop ringing.
I can imagine.
From people who were offering help, and they just wanted to, I had a lady in tears. She was like, please tell me you're not going to close the Drama Factory for good. And, so I realized that we are a lifeline between artists and their audience, and that is an immense privilege. All
right, Sue, lovely chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us, and I certainly hope that more amazing productions will be back in full force now that the theatre is back on track. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for your time, Simpiwe.
That was the founder of Drama Factory, Sue Diepeveen, talking to us about the exciting lineup that the factory has for the month of June.